Hi friends, welcome on YourPedia, and this video is related to the interview document for FACT, Fertilizer and Chemicals Travancore Limited. In fact, a lot of seats have come, seats for a lot of professional background students have come, and that is related to engineering, mechanical, chemical, electrical engineering, related to finance, related to sales, related to marketing, related to HR. So those kind of options have come. There is a group discussion and minimum 50% you have to score in the interview, which will be combination of technical and HR. Now when you go for HR, then they tend to ask you some questions related to the company and the profile of the company. What is this company all about? Why you want to join FACT fertilizer company and all. So this document talks about everything. What is Fertilizer and Chemical Travancore Limited, that is FACT. What is this company all about? When was this created? Under which ministry it comes? Who is the CMD and the new CMD, additional CMD इसके बने हैं? Important question हो सकता है. और इसके products क्या क्या हैं? What are the different kind of products, different kind of fertilizers? And as electrical engineer, why you want to join this company? As a sales manager, what do you think you will do in this company? How will you promote the sales for this company? As HR manager, what HR policy you will make? And so these kind of things are actually asked from related to fertilizer companies. Now this document is a 30-page document, but last couple of pages are related to different professions like electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, chemical engineer, sales people, and marketing and HR, finance. So you need to avoid, if you are going for let's say electrical engineering job, then you can avoid sales, marketing, HR part. So 5-10 pages are not important for you. Others are important for you. You can take this FACT document from our website yourpedia.in, and let me read this document for you. I'll not be going in detail of this, but a couple of important points. So you should know that when this Fertilizer and Chemical Travancore Limited, when was this incorporated, and what was the first large scale fertilizer plant in India, when was this created? So FACT started production in the year when we got independence, 1947, and then it became public sector in 1960, and government became the major shareholder, and now it is under Department of Fertilizer, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizer, and you should know the name of minister also, that is also provided to you. Now this has created two more division. One is the FIDO, another is the basically FWT. I think this particular another division is there that I will be discussing with you. So now what is this FIDO? This is the consultancy wing of FACT, engineering and consultancy wing. So you should also know that what this engineering and consultancy wing does, and another is FEW. So FIDO and FEW, these two things you should know. So what are the different verticals of FACT? One is the consultancy wing, FIDO, that is related to design, and another is a fabrication wing, that is FEW, a fabrication division, which is engineering works. So design and engineering works, these are the two verticals of FACT created in 1966. So Cochin division was created. This is a sort of how the things evolved. So you should have some idea about it. In fact, whatever is provided to you in this document by YourPedia, that you should know, because they can ask you that particular thing in the interview. So do you know what are the various products of FACT? What are the different business verticals of the FACT? In which domains do we work? That kind of question you should be confident to answer. So petrochemical division came and started production of caprolactam during 1990s, and it diversified into petrochemical industry also. So FACT is not only into fertilizers, FACT is also into petrochemical. That also you should be aware. This is into what kind of business verticals. So ammonia plant was set up in Udyog Mandalam. Udyog Mandalam was earlier, it is a very small place in Kerala, but now it is very famous because of FACT only. So this was created. He was the person, Ramaswamy Iyer, then he was Diwan or Minister of Finance of Travancore state. He created this FACT, and then that time Udyog Mandalam was not a very famous place in a small village in Kerala. And then it became one of the biggest fertilizer company. You should know something about the CMD, and I tell you, he recently became in Feb 2023. He is also Rashtriya Chemical Fertilizer Limited. You know, there are different fertilizer companies in India, you should be knowing about that. National Fertilizer Limited, NFL, Rashtriya Chemical Fertilizer Limited, and then this fact. So he is also CMD of RCFL, but additional charge is given for as a CMD of fact, that is also is given. So what is his background, from where he comes, that question is important for you. Also you should be aware about, you know, some more directors, like if you are from finance background, you are going from finance background or marketing background, so you should know the names of some more directors and their background also. Suppose you are going from finance or marketing, you should know about his background, from which background is he. Sometime they ask you. Also it comes under Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, so you should know who is the Minister of Chemical and Fertilizer. But now elections are going on, and after 4th June new ministry will be formed, so your interview, if it is after that, you need to update this particular thing, and we will do that. So how it evolved? So this company, how it evolved, it started in 1943 as first large scale fertilizer unit, but in 1947 it started production of ammonium sulfate with some particular metric ton, 10,000 metric ton of nitrogen capacity. Then it became a public sector in Kerala, state public sector, and then Government of India also became its stakeholder later on. And then in 1962 further expansion was done, and FACT Engineering and Design Organization was set up in 1965. So FACT, FIDO and FEW, as I told you, you should know about FIDO, you should know about FEW. FIDO is related to design, so chemical, petrochemical and pharmaceutical, other things, plant design, procurement, project management, these kind of things. And FEW, engineering works, this is how it all started doing. Then Cochin division of FACT is also there, it was set up at this particular thing, and diversification plan from the traditional fertilizer and chemicals, it started diversification into other domains also. So presently company's main business is in manufacturing and marketing of fertilizer, and is into the caprolactam and engineering consultancy and fabrication of the equipment. So these are the main business verticals of the company as of now. So this is a date and the milestone which I found are important. Maybe you can remember this if they ask you what are the various milestone, or what are the various dates in which these milestones were there. This is how this all evolved. So the various milestone and various dates, you should be aware about these. Then what are the various products, like related to the fertilizers, related to caprolactam, related to other byproducts, fertilizers and petrochemical, they have recently started. So you should have some idea about various fertilizers, like complex fertilizers. So they have given some categories, like fertilizers can be complex fertilizers, straight fertilizer, organic fertilizer, biofertilizer, imported fertilizer. So these are some of the products. They will ask you the question that do you know what are the various products of FACT? You should know these are the various products, and then you should know the names also of those products. What are the various names of those products? So what are the FACTM, FOS, so ammonium sulfate, what is the percentage of nitrogen, what is the percentage of phosphate in this ammonium phosphate, ammonium sulfate. These names should be known to you. Similarly, zincated FACTM phos, what are the various components, that also you should be knowing. What are the various components and what are the various nutrients into that. Organic fertilizers में FACT organics में what are the various names. So FACT organic, he will ask you like organic fertilizer में what are the various brands, what are the various names of the organic fertilizers. So you can say okay, FACT organic is the basically brand in which it works. So these are various names of fertilizers, you should be aware about this. Biofertilizers, BioFact, just remember these names and what these are into. What do you understand by biofertilizer? So we will ask you what do you understand by biofertilizer and the names, I mean under what trade names these biofertilizers are marketed by FACT, that names you should be knowing. Imported fertilizers, so the potash, muriate of potash is imported. So potassium maybe we don't have in India, so we import it from Russia, Africa, and what kind of benefits this particular fertilizer provides to the agriculture, that also should be known. So what are the various services which are provided to the farmers by FACT? FACT Agro Service Center is there, which actually is the advisory service which is provided under one roof by the FACT. So farmers ke liye how it can be helpful. So one question like why you want to be part of FACT, that question answer can only be given if you are aware about what is FACT all about and what services it provides. So if you are from agriculture background, if you are from rural India background, you can always say that FACT is fulfilling its social obligations also, and FACT provides a lot of services to the farmers. It is providing some kind of consultancy, some kind of service in the form of FACT Agro Service Centers, marketing network, soil testing and soil health card. So these names should be known to you. What are the various fertilizer plants? Udyog Mandalam plant is the oldest plant of FACT, which is fertilizer plant, and it produces ammonium sulfate. So installed capacity is this much of ton of nitrogen and phosphate. These are the capacity, and it also received ISO 14001 environment management system certification. Petrochemical plant is also there, and that is in Kochi center of petrochemical plant. And caprolactam is the monomer of this nylon 6. So you should have some idea about the petrochemical plant, fertilizer plant, where are the plants of this company. Engineering and design organization. So many of you may be having some background related to the design engineering. So there is a consultancy division of the FACT also. It was established in 1965. Name is FIDO. So what domains it is working into, so that also you should be knowing. Project engineering, project management, those kind of things. And what it does. So just you have to read what are the various domains in which it is working, and similarly FACT engineering works, that also you should be knowing in which domain it is working. Then FACT in summary means whatever you have read. So most important points you should be knowing: where is the headquarter of the FACT, when was it incorporated, and what is the evolution, when was it created, when it was brought under Government of India, and what are the products it makes. So that everything summary of what you should know. Now as I told you, like I have made 1 page, 2 page document of each profession. Like as electrical engineer, why you want to join FACT; as mechanical engineer, what your roles and responsibilities are; as chemical engineer, which domain would you like to work in; as sales, marketing, HR, finance manager, what you are supposed to do. So that I have added here. As electrical engineer, what you can do: operation, maintenance, so automation, control, project management, how you can handle that. As chemical engineer, process design and development, production operation and optimization, so equipment design, selection, maintenance, and research and development also I can do. So these are some of things which you should know about your background. As engineer, how you can do that. Role of marketing manager in fertilizer industry, what is the role of marketing manager, and I will be making a separate video also on this. As a marketing manager, what you can do; as sales manager, what you can do; as finance manager, what you can do. Those things I will be making in detail also. But otherwise also you should be knowing, like very precisely, if you go through this customer relation management, what do you understand by that. So as HR manager, what roles and responsibility you will fulfill, those kind of things you should be aware, right. So this, please go through this document, and this is quite a detailed document, and please download this document and start preparation. At the end, I would like to tell you that interview, if you want to master the skill of interview, you need to do it really well. You need to prepare it really well. The document you should know about you, and then practice a lot. YourPedia is the largest online platform where mentors will guide you how to prepare for HR, for technical, and about you, and that practice will help you to score minimum 50% in the interview and get this particular job. So look forward to mentoring, friends. Take this document and prepare well. Thank you.